unfortunately, we gotta review this shitty ass movie. Unfortunately, and we gotta do this. Unfortunately, and it was on the ground now. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Cinematic Analysis. This is my first time in 2 months I've been on this episode and all that such. But I'm making my return, unfortunately, in Carrie 2013. So Jason, I think you're gonna take the plot of the movie. What's gonna happen in the movie? I'm gonna explain the parts of the movie.
All right.
And I will stop at I have 3 parts of the movie, and I will stop at one part to let y'all speak about it. So I'm gonna introduce these wonderful people here I have with me. First and foremost, he came back here today. Tim, I'd say as a surprise, a resident assassin. Kind of sad. And he prays here first goes to the Wrestling Super Show every 2 months. People that kind of piss me off. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Anchor.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome back to the Cinematic Analysis Podcast. Welcome to Bad Movies Month. We're reviewing the Carrie movie that literally sucked. I'll explain more about it. Let's get started.
Welcome back, by the way.
Welcome back, Josh.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Resident Assassin. Second one, he is basically what the hell is going on all the time. I'm kidding, he does sometimes. But I've been friends with him for a little bit. He's been a good friend with Julian for a lot of years. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Asden.
Hey guys, I'm back on Cinematic Analysis. When I first hear the name Carrie, I think of the mom from the Sweet Life series.
Hey, I mean,
I thought Carrie Underwood for some reason.
If Julian was on this call, he would have removed me. Hi, TikTok.
Hi, Julian.
Hi, TikTok.
Julian.
All right, and certainly not least, he's basically the editor and does everything in this podcast. And,
no, I'm lazy.
The working machine.
The working machine himself, and the Minecraft, basically the Minecraft guy right here, Jason Bailey.
And the horror gamer guy.
Yeah,
basically. I play too many of those now.
Yeah.
Well, hello, welcome to Cinematic Analysis. For the first time since May 22nd, when we reviewed Star Wars. And yeah, we're kicking off Bad Movies Month, so let's have some fun. Roasting some movies.
And I'm here as a special guest as well. Kayla, my cousin's right here with me. I got family over today, but doesn't matter.
Hey, cousin.
Hello. And yeah, not me shown today. Maybe.
Hello, cousin.
But okay, Jason, explain the plot for us here.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't mean to click on that Instagram live stream.
Good job, Jason.
I know I'm dumb. Holy fuck, it's a lot to read, but okay. I'm just gonna read a sentence because I'm lazy.
He's not really not. He says it. I don't know why.
So disturbed religious fanatic Margaret White. Okay, some of these names are hard to pronounce.
Margaret White.
Yeah, it sits alone in her home on her bed and gives birth to a baby girl. She intends to kill the infant, but changes her mind. Years later, her daughter Carrie, a shy, unassertive girl, nears her graduation from Elwyn High School in Maine. While showering after the gym at school, Carrie experiences her first menstrual period. Some of these are hard to pronounce.
She had her period.
Oh, she had her period.
Yes.
Never having been taught to prepare for this, she believes that she is bleeding to death and runs out of the shower yelling for help. And I'm just gonna stop there because why not?
All right.
All right. I think she overreacted about having a period.
Anyways, Lucas, you're all clear to begin.
Okay. I think you just got the girl right here in front of me. So I don't think you want to say all that right now because you don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, let's go to the first part of the movie. Shall we? And I make my comments about it. I will see my comments about it as well. So, the first part of the movie, okay, as Jason said, there is a scene where we have Margaret White who made his daughter born. And keep in mind, this is a religious person that done that basically, again, believes in believes in all this stuff, and but didn't believe her simple act because again, he made the child birth, which she always made a simple act. When get out of the way, so she made the child, and it was her first, the first child, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and she had the scissors in her hand to cut off the baby's infant, or the infant of the baby, or whatever case may be, and it grows up to be Carrie White. So then in the second thing, and then the second, not second part, but in the first part, we go into a volleyball game. And you remember in the original of the movie, there was a volleyball game as well. And she was very shy in the serve as well. But this one is a water volleyball game. And that's basically in this one, Carrie is very shy to hit the ball, but when she does hit the ball, it hits somebody in the back of the head with it. I don't remember the girl's name because all the high school girls and they were pretty basic. I'm just gonna get that out of the way because they're bullies because they're pretty basic. Mm-hmm. And then we get to the part with the shower scene. Not that it's not Kill song, but go to the shower scene where she is drying off whatever. And around this time she was a teenager, by the way. So keep that in mind. The reason why they didn't show all the body parts and all this type of such is because she was a teenager. She was 15 when she filmed this, by the way. Keep that in mind. And so then after that, she drops the body soap.
Oh.
So yeah, not like in the first type of way. No. The reason why it was funny because, as Jason said, she had her first period and experiencing cramps during this time, which is she did. Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe finish up the first part. And as Kayla said, it makes you feel you're dying, and that's exactly what she said. She felt she was dying. And but then in the scene also, this is when all the high school girls were bullying her and throwing tampons at her. Said, plug it in, like keep on saying it. And that's when we met the coach of the volleyball team. I don't remember her name, but she did came and does the clock scene to stop the face to calm everything down, just like the original movie did. And after that, that's when everyone's out, and then they go to the principal, and then the principal had nothing to say because never experienced something like this at the school. I don't believe. So this is probably a new principal. Never wanted to see. Expect their commentary in the back. What you gotta say, Jaden? Before I finish the first part. You gotta say anything?
Oh, now it's my turn?
Well, I'm gonna finish the first part in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Finish your part, then I'll say what I gotta say.
All right. Let me go to my notes real quick. So, after that, we get into a scene where Carrie's mother, Margaret, takes her home. And basically, she believes that this was a sin committed by her, even though this is all natural and such. And that's what she personally believes. And so then she goes to the witches, believes, and then hits her with a Bible for some reason. I don't know why, but she hit her with a Bible, just like the original did, as well. But that touch was a pretty bad touch, in my opinion. That's what I also said as well. And then we meet the bad boy couple. I think it's Chris and Dave. I think their name was. I don't remember top of my head, but we met them, and they had a scene which I'm not gonna say because then what gets monetized. And then after the first part of that, not the first part, but after what happened, they posted to YouTube of the whole thing that happened at the bathroom. It's just a movie, relax. It's just a movie. It's a movie. Come on now.
Movies.
But
Movies.
but after that, what happened? They posted. Someone found out it was like Chris that did it. I think it was Chris. Not like Chris, like Chris Griffin from like Family Guy or whatever like that, but Chris was started with a K, I believe. So the next day, the coach saw the video, I believe, and was basically roasting the shit out of everybody. And then they have to run suicides, which is, the running thing. They have to run these drills and all this type of stuff, like running, keep back and forth.
Yeah, you run, you touch the line, yeah.
Yeah, touch the line. Because they're in the football field. Keep in mind, this is like a football field. So they have to run, back to the line and all this and go like lateral and all that such. And Chris, I believe is, I think this name, I could be mistaken, decided to try to stand up against it, but didn't rally the troops or anything like that. And I think that's when my first part ends, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. This is not.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, when she came back to school, this is when we first see her telekinesis powers. And this is when she actually, I believe, broke a mirror with a murder mind and, started making, like, I don't know what the hell she made, but it made something. That's all I'm going to say about that part of the movie. And then after that, I forgot to mention also, after the, Chris stand up against the coach, she got suspended and then go to prom. But that didn't work out later. We will talk about that in a moment. So that is my first part of the movie.
Part one?
I probably missed some parts as well, but I don't care. Anything got to say? Anyone else got to say anything?
All right. Jaden, you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Me, personally, I feel like she overreacted to what happened in her period. Yes, it's a natural thing. I can't relate to it because we all can't relate to it because we're all dudes, obviously. And yes, I know having your period at school, any females that's watch this, I'm pretty sure is the worst place it could possibly happen.
Okay.
I mean, at least the coach is not a dick like the rest of them. So that's a good thing.
Through that.
Is that your female cousin, right? Did she heard everything?
Yeah. Well, what the you guys say?
Can you guys imagine suddenly realizing that you're in a lot of pain in your stomach, you're bleeding out, and you don't know what that is, and all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, I could be, internally bleeding. I could have eaten something wrong. I could have had something like mess up in my uterus. Something like that could have happened, and if it's that bad, if it's that much pain, you could literally be dying because people, even boys, have had those problems. Thank you. That's all I had to say.
There you go.
Well, I guess.
I'll just move on to Josh.
Jason, yes.
Do you have anything you want to say about?
No.
Oh.
I got more to say.
All right. What do you guys say?
At least they already said the coach's not a dick like the rest of them.
Yeah.
You're pointing that out.
And to be fair, that was fucked up how she had to do the suicides. So that's one thing I agree about.
They deserved 100% because all of them did it. All of them did it.
Yeah. At the same time, the coach was wrong for like punishing them that way.
What do you want them to do? Do you expect them to go like scream and stab them all with knives and shit?
Right.
Right.
I don't know.
It's not a scream, yo.
Is that what you guys say, Jaden?
All right, Josh, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Part two.
Josh, you go.
Honestly, when you're in a situation like that, it's unexpected. You don't know what's gonna happen when that happens.
When that happens, you don't know.
But hey, that's a crazy way to start off that.
It's a crazy way to start off that.
Yeah.
That was.
That film, the movie.
The movie film. Anyways,
second
this was
movie.
pretty crazy way to start off this movie. Yeah, because you gotta expect the unexpected then, even in a bad movie.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, let's go to the second part of the movie, shall we?
Yep, let's go.
All right. So, again, okay. So, let me go to the first. So then we go into the classroom, and then we get into the part where Carrie is talking about her story, which is kind of really kind of twisted, kind of like a dark story, and everyone would start laughing, like especially the teacher for some reason. It was kind of
Into the deck too.
And then after that, we meet Tommy Ross. Tommy Ross is basically the proper dude. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's come from a career. Me and Tommy Ross in this movie look pretty cool though. Look pretty hot. Anyways, with that being said though, this is when we get to the scene where he defends what Carrie wrote. And this is kind of switch to the original, because I think the original, it was like both of them by doing flipping the switch, you kind of say. And with that being said, this is when they said this is where the idea what came in, that Tommy Ross wants to go out with Carrie White. And actually, I believe his girlfriend around the time, Sue, wanted to make that happen. Tommy at first didn't want to do that, and Tommy was just 9. But then in the later scene in the movie, we get to see Tommy Ross talk to Carrie, and in the library, he's kind of like trying to be the cool guy and pretend to know what he's talking about or whatever like that. And then like after that, they so basically got asked to prom. Tommy asked Carrie White to prom. And keep in mind, this Carrie White is basically very introverted and very shy, so she didn't say a word. So she runs off because she sees people over there. And then after that, this is where the kind of the movie again was kind of going downhill a little bit, in my opinion. Runs off, and then the coach meets up with Carrie and was like, Carrie says to the coach, I asked a prom by Tommy White. And then after that, I was like, and then tried to make her confidence go up, which actually was a good touch in the movie. Having that good touch in that movie with trying to get the confidence up, trying not to make up, whatever like that, all that type of such. So then we get to a scene where this is where I didn't like this scene at all. Okay, I have to think. Oh, I forgot to mention before the first part of the movie. When the blood period happened, when the first period happened, her mom sent her to the prayer room to pray for some reason. It was an odd touch because hit her with the Bible, the book, and then dragged her into the closet.
Yeah, I found that odd too.
Yeah, and if there's some parts I'm skipping, just let me know. I know y'all got my back. But then we get to set up part of the movie where after that, Tommy and Sue is talking to the coach, and they said this is the big thing for Carrie. And then and Tommy was like, okay, I will do this. Meets up Carrie at her house, or close to her house. And actually, Carrie said yes, and they were going to prom. So we got that scene ready to go, and that's gonna get crazy down the road. So with that being said, after that, okay, I gotta think top of my head here. So they said yes, and Carrie goes home to see her mom, and well, no. Carrie goes out to get a dress or shopping for dresses, I believe. She comes home pretty late, and the mom asks why she is late, in a very manipulative, very kind of abusive kind of way. Keep in mind that her mother was very abusive, but she kept saying "I love you," so it's kind of that kind of abuse for some reason. And then after that, that's when they met up or whatever, at the house. Well, Carrie and her mom. We get to a scene where I kind of skipped the scene because again, the writing in this one was absolutely abysmal. I don't remember the quotes, but I remember like, her mother was saying, don't go to prom because it's gonna take out to the woods to do, I'm gonna say the deed because I don't want to get demonetized. And so then, Carrie actually stood up for herself and was like, listen, I'm going to prom with Tommy Ross, and there's nothing to do to stop me about it. Which is good for her. Good for her to stand up for herself and not let her mom manipulate her. Good for her. Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so then this is when the telekinesis powers comes in, and her mom first experiences her telekinesis powers. And there was a deleted scene from the movie where her mom was actually dragged by the piñata, kind of say. And this one, he just basically whipped up, kind of like the Force. Like, Star Wars, how you get choked by the Force?
Yeah, exactly.
It was kind of like that, and he lifted her up. It was like, listen, I'm going to prom, and there's nothing you can do about it. So then, she starts to make the dress in this scene, I believe, and her mother started praying as well, because obviously the witch is bullshit in this movie. And I didn't like the witch things in this movie. There's a couple of scenes I didn't like. I didn't like the sex scene in the movie. I did not like the cutting the baby off the movie. I also didn't like the abuse and manipulation in this one as well. Again, I understand it's very modern, but I really didn't like those touches because it's a really bad touch from the original movie. And it feels like to me, I'm gonna go on a rant. It feels very unnecessary. And this Carrie, again, is beautiful. She is very beautiful, no doubt. But it does not fit Carrie at all. It does not fit it.
Right.
It doesn't fit the Carrie character. I don't know why she got the role in the first place, but she did a decent job, I guess. Then we get to the second part of the movie, where actually, I'm about to say this as well. After this, we get into a scene where Chris and her boyfriend was looking for pigs, like a farm to collect pig blood. The reason why they have pig blood is because they want to put a prank on Carrie. Y'all remember from the original, they did the same thing as well. But we didn't see much of the pigs, I don't believe, in the original. We see a more explicit kind of ones. And again, their writing in this and production this was terrible because after that, like the boyfriend with the blade or something like that, and he got sick because it's actual pig's blood, I believe. Like, how dumb you got to be? And second off, after they stabbed and got the pig's blood, they start making out for no reason. Like, what the fuck? You just stabbed a pig and you start making out. Like, what the fuck?
That's just nasty.
What the hell?
That is nasty.
That is very nasty. As she's left in the background. But that being said, I forgot to mention also in this movie, I think it's against the second part of the movie where The touch again with the pig blood was not better in my opinion. I think the original was a lot better with the touches in this one, so that's my personal opinion about that. All right, that is it for my second part of the movie, because the third part of the movie was all the chaos happens, and I'll get to what happened in the second part. The second part is kind of like the going up to it and setting up of what happened. Does anyone gotta say anything?
Part 2, no.
Josh, do you have anything you want to say? Part 2?
Yeah. That shit was just crazy. Man, more crazy shit again.
Oh no, I got something to say.
I'm kind of speechless at this point.
The Tommy guy's not a dick.
Frozen.
Josh, okay. Anything else before Jaden goes?
No, I have no words.
No words? Alright, Jaden.
No more words. Time is gone for words.
Those are better words.
Hi, Jeff Hardy.
At least we know the Tommy dude and his chick are not assholes.
Oof.
Oh wait, yeah. That's a good thing too. Because again, it's like the proper jock kind of dude. So it's good to see kind of like the warm-hearted thing. And I'll get to the third part in the movie when they actually meet up. So I'll get to the third part of the movie right now.
It's kind of crazy that the mother says that she loves her daughter, even though she's abusive too.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
Maybe
kind of manipulative.
Because Carrie also been saying that too as well. It's actually, But
part 3, here we go.
So I forgot to mention this. Well, like, I think like before then, the first part of the movie, she had a knife in her hand as well for some reason, and I think it's about to kill Carrie, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But knife dropped by telekinesis powers as well. So we'll get into the third part. We're getting the third part of the movie. So this is like Carrie, her dress is ready, and let me tell you right now, this dress is absolutely beautiful, and she made it herself, which is actually a good touch to do as well. With absolutely beautiful dress, by the way. So then we get unfortunately the stupid montage of a scene where all the boys get dressed up and all the girls get dressed up. Like, what in the Vampire Boys is this? Like, what in the boy band of One Direction is this shit? Like, what the hell was that? So they all get dressed up. Tommy Ross is looking mighty fine, whatever about that. And then he knocks on Carrie goes down to the dress, knocks down, and then her mother was like, your dress is showing right here. It's showing a bit of cleavage a little bit. Which the prom dress will do. Like, come on. And then Carrie is like, the breast. And this is the scene where I kind of like, what in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is this? And this is what happens in the movie, Caleb. So stay down. Stay down. Anyways, going to that, we her mom kept persuading not to go, and this is when the roles have been reversed, and it gets all manipulation and try to make her like under her wing or whatever like that. He'll take the music come back and lifts her up and shuts her mouth actually with her telekinesis powers, and pushes her ass into the closet where the prayer room is, and locks the door, at least for now. I want to tell you, in the beginning too, there was a crack in the door from Carrie. That crack in the door with CGI, that shit was terrible. My God.
I didn't even know it was CGI.
Oh, it's CGI. Trust me, it's CGI. If I know it's practical, I know it's practical, but this is CGI. So Carrie and Tommy Ross meets up, and then the compliments and all that such, blah, blah, and then they go to Limousine to go to the prom. This is where all the shit is about to go down.
She can be on demon time now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be demon time, all right. But before then, they were setting up the prom, and then Chris and her boyfriend was setting up the picket blood so they could prank her. And they're up in the Raptors so they can see, by the way, because take in mind, Chris got suspended of what she did. And even before then, the second point, she's like, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Motherfucker, you just posted like the most embarrassing thing you did for Carrie. Like, that is totally not something wrong, right? Come on now. But I mean that sarcastically, by the way. And but the second, with that being said, Tommy Ross and Carrie White voted for themselves to be prom king and queen. They did that dancing. They're having a good time. Carrie really, shines and gets her smile in, and really had a good time. So then, Tommy Ross and Carrie White voted for themselves, and everyone else started voting for them as well. And then we get to the scene where they announced the this is from the original, by the way. Kind of. This is where they make a Tommy Ross and Carrie White when the prom king and queen, and then they're supposed to have their dance. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? This shit about to go down real quick.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So in about 20 or 30 minutes, and there's to be a lot of kills. I can't think of the count, but I think I got an estimate of how much kills there were. So, then they got Chris saw them, prank Carrie. The picket blood actually spilled on the dress, unfortunately, and on Tommy Ross. And then for the bucket malfunctioned, and then they had to do this classic kill because of course they did this. Tommy Ross died because he got hit with a bucket on his head. Yeah, it was like the bucket was in full force, him on the head. And he's dead.
Sucked. Hold on.
No, nothing. It's just metal hit in the head or something like that. Physically possible. Impossible in this movie, apparently. They did this in the original, and they did this in the TV remake, by the way. In 1976 and 2002, keep in mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep mocking her now on. No. No.
You done talking about the part, Lucas?
Yeah. No.
I'll wait till you're done.
All right. So I'll get into the crazy shit. But Tommy Ross is dead. And this is when demon time happens. Does anyone need to speak before I speak if anything happens here? Jaden.
This part sucks. How you just go down with a bucket hit your head? Imagine you in heaven. You just walk around and say, "Oh, how'd you die? I got hit in the bucket." You gonna sound stupid.
That's just a dumb way to die, to be honest.
This is a dumb way to die. I thought he was knocked unconscious, but then I looked up and was like, "Oh, he dead."
Whoever produced
and then
this,
she goes to demon time after that.
Go back to English class or something.
Yeah.
After he died, she went to demon time. So,
hey, producer, go back to school.
Yeah, go ahead, school. Josh, you got anything to say?
He's on. Nothing really. This movie's terrible so far.
Yeah, the writing and the production of the
movie
seems very writing of this film seems very basic and boring.
Yeah, exactly. It was again. I want to go before I go into the
director must be directing each scene with his eyes closed, and he's
because saying, here's the thing.
Take one.
With that being said, I agree. I personally agree with you because again, they didn't make anything new of this movie. It's just we made a scene. A new Carrie White that doesn't fit. Smartphones and bullying and all these things as well.
It's you have to find you can't remake certain movies and top actors or some of the hottest actors that you think they're not fit for that type of role yet.
Yep.
And that's what they did with Chloe Grace Moretz.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that your initial reaction?
I don't know. I was looking to make sure you're good. I was looking to make sure you're good. Because I don't make sure you don't have any of those things going on. Anyways. Hey there.
So for
Hold
this
on.
part,
Jason, you guys speak.
it is quite chaotic though. But how can you die by getting hit with a bucket?
That's all I was saying. How did you die?
I would expect an injury at least.
Possible.
It's not humanly possible, but hey, it
Like-
happened.
Like if
You
you
might
get hit with a bucket,
unconscious, but hey,
yeah, it's gonna hurt. But how is it gonna kill you?
I mean, coconut
It's gonna
kills
at
people,
least
but hey.
injure you, and you just have to go to recover in a hospital. That's it.
Alex metal.
Like that's just stupid.
Yeah. It's...
All right.
But hey, producer, go back to school and learn how to produce films better.
All right, let's go to demon time, y'all. Here we go.
Ooh, demon.
All right.
Spooky.
Spooky. A spooky, scary skeleton.
Very scary.
Yeah, exactly. So this is where we get into the next part, where Carrie gets very pissed off.
dude, fucking murders everyone.
Jaden! I didn't get to it yet. I gotta get to each the kills, dude.
Calm down, James.
God damn, Jaden. So this is where Carrie gets mad, and then shit goes down. Let's just go say that. So Carrie decides to give her telekinesis powers, and then got very pissed off because they showed the video of the shower scene where she got embarrassed by all those girls, and that is when she gets all angry, and then demon time happens. So how this starts off, she knocks down the sprinklers of water, so that's gonna be a fire right on in the road, and then she got electric cables, as well. So she says to the coach or whatever, because again the coach is cool, whatever. And then a lot of people didn't really get killed, but there's 2 people that killed that basically got trampled over. And then there was
I counted like 5 kills.
a couple other people that died as well. And then the fire erupted at the school. A fire erupted, and Chris and his boyfriend escaped. Or her boyfriend escaped. My bad. Again, all my people messed up. They tried to escape for the long one, but they didn't. So the principal also died in this one as well. And then you had also
A girl in a dress got caught on fire. She didn't even stop, drop, and roll.
yeah.
Like what?
Just
You were talking in elementary, or like if you're a fire, stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop,
I didn't
and
even
roll.
feel bad for them that got killed. They deserved it, honestly, the way they was treating her.
Yeah, I mean I don't blame you.
Right?
Yeah, so basically
We're gonna get to another death. I don't want to mention it now.
Oh, we'll get to that. I think this is like when there's maybe 19 people dead in that school. Maybe there is too many, but to me,
I think 2 people got crushed in the bleachers.
I think
that was one of them.
features. Like there were some digital effects in there that were absolutely abysmal. They tried it, but there's only one CGI that worked, and I'll get into that in a moment. But the rest of it was absolutely not the best. And with that being said, after that, we had this scene where the guy got crushed in the bleachers. Another pretty kill, and then the girl got caught on fire. And that was actually a good one. That actually was a good scene, and actually wasn't like CGI or anything like that. That actually was practical and.
Did somebody get electrocuted? I forgot who. Did they?
I think they did. Yeah, I think two people got electrocuted, but I could be wrong. But then Chris and then tried to escape, and then Carrie comes out of nowhere and got in their tracks, and then the boyfriend is dead because he hit the steering wheel too hard by Carrie's powers, and the car is all lifted up, and then before this, she stepped on the ground to try to stop them, but they backed away. After that, we got one of the best kills in the movie, in my personal opinion, where I think the car goes forward, and then Chris's face goes up to the windshield, and it's kind of like goes to the windshield. It's CGI, but this is a good CGI, and it was like her face gets stuck up to the windshield, and her face all bloody up. That was a cool kill. That was honestly a cool kill, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, she kills her by an explosion at the gas station. So she got incinerated, and her face shot, basically her face bloodied up. So then after that, she goes home, and then she washes off the blood. And then they wash out the blood, and then mom gave him a hug and apologizing. Plot twist: Mama's got a knife and tries to kill Carrie and stabbed her in the back. Basically, actually stabbed her in the back, but she's not dead. But she got pushed to go down the stairs. But Carrie is still alive. So Carrie defends herself finally and stood up for herself, which actually is a good thing. And then this is again another cool kill in this movie, in my personal opinion, despite of the bad writing in this movie. This is when the original, y'all remember the original movie? She got crucified by the crudity objects. They did the same thing here, but a lot of things again with digital, and it didn't really look the best. But the aftershot of the kill, the mama dies right here by getting killed by getting crucified on the wall, and then the knife stabbed her in the gut to finally kill her. So she got crucified. How kind of wrong and symbolic, right? Yeah, and I think the original one's a lot better, in my personal opinion, despite the visual wires in that one. But I didn't like the CGI in this one. But very, again, bad writing and bad production with this one. As I said before, not very good touch, but just really not good touches in the original, in this remake that they made. And then after that, Sue comes into the house. And this is like completely new. And then this is when completely new does like nothing wrong. Because the original, the house just, goes down. Because, her emotions got the best of her. And this one, the house is starting to shake. And, rocks starting to fall. And all this type of such. And then Sue gets saved by Carrie by turning his power to push her out. Like, kind of like Predator 2. Just push her out of there. And then, but Carrie got her mama in her hands, and she accepts her fate of what she's done, and she dies by being crushed by all the rocks in the house. Basically, she got killed because the house basically crushed her, and the mom. Yeah, and in the original that happened too. Keep in mind. So then, after that, after the death of what happened, at the end of the movie, Sue goes to the grave, and then we get a tombstone. It says, "Rest in peace, Carrie," and it says on the tombstone, I think, "Go to hell," or something like that, for some reason. And then we get one, like they count a little bit of jump scare where I think it was an eye or it's just like music, and that was just it for that. So that's the end of the movie. Unfortunately, it was.
The movie ends like that. Wow.
Yeah, but with the original, you had Carrie grab somebody's arm and then end up like that, which was a good touch in that one, by the way. This one just has like I and scary, and then just ends up just like that. So, personal thoughts to any of you? The fourth part.
All right.
Josh.
Jaden, go first.
Okay, Jaden.
All right, Jaden, if you got anything to say, go ahead.
I gotta do something real quick. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay then.
Josh.
So, Josh, you go ahead then.
That's the way the movie ends. Such a shame. Such a shame. Well, we're rating it, right? So.
We'll rate it in just a minute.
We're not up to there yet.
Oh.
All right. So
I'm just gonna say, like, how do you end the movie like that? It's like there has to be more like the original, but that you end it like that. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Jaden.
This movie sucks. I never want to watch it again.
I feel the exact same way as you.
So, anyways, that movie, nice writing. Yeah, I'm saying it sarcastically. Nice writing, but hey.
There's some good scenes, but doesn't mean the whole movie is good.
Well, yeah, there are some good scenes, but the majority of the movie sucked.
It was boring too because it was just a remake, just in the modern era. There's nothing new to it.
Like, I prefer to watch the original one. That's all.
All right, let me get my personal thoughts on the movie. Okay, there is some cool kills in there. There is some more graphic kills in this one, but that doesn't mean the production of this one is better. The production in the original Carrie is a lot better than this one. The Carrie in this one doesn't fit like the last one did, and then after that, you just have a remake just made in the modern era that doesn't need a remake. Look at the original. It doesn't need a remake or even a sequel. They made a sequel too, The Raised Carrie 2, which it wasn't a good movie either. And they made this. It was an unnecessary remake that they did. And again, the same thing with a lot of movies that, be like in the classics, they always try to make remakes. And usually it doesn't work. The only good sequels is probably Jurassic Park. That's it. That's not.
I love Jurassic Park.
But this one absolutely, again, the writing in there was horrendous. The Carrie in the one didn't really fit. The other characters was basic bad, basic bitches basically. And you had, actually the people that, was written sue for him just again couldn't stand for herself or whatever like that. And all right, that's my person.
They tried to add a flat horror movie piece in it, and they did it terribly.
Exactly. Thank you. And they did a lot of things. Like for example, Friday the 13th. I was fine with the remake, but again, the writing again was just Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. That one is bad. And yeah, if you're gonna remake a classic, add something to it, or try to make it better. Well, not make it better, but just try to make it more better digitally or modern era. Gary character. There you go.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's get into the ratings.
How about the thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Should we recommend to watch this movie? 3, 2, 1.
Fuck this.
I'd rather not.
It's not what it meant. I'll say this.
I mean, Josh, it goes to your age though. So, but hey.
I'll say this to add on to my thing. So, like I said, if you're gonna remake an original film from the 70s, 80s, whatever year it came out, and do it in the modern 2000s or the 2020s, you have to find people that can play the certain main character and tell the story. Like Chloe Grace Moretz is a great actress. She's done a lot of good movies, some bad movies maybe, but this one wasn't the one that I would say fitted her acting. Good people just do that. Yeah, so this movie sucked. Sucked balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Josh.
All right. So y'all get ready for ratings. I'll give my ratings last. So, Jason, what is your rating of the Carrie 2013 remake?
Before I share mine, it's Madi and Julian, since they can't make it, they at least gave theirs.
Okay, get to Madi and Julian's. What did Madi say?
All right, I'm going to start out with Madi. Let me go to our DM so I can read it out. All right, Madi gives this a 1 out of 10. The main issue Madi has with the film is that the main actress doesn't play a good Carrie. Carrie is portrayed differently in the book and even in the original film. In this film, she's too pretty and too Hollywood looking to pass off as Carrie. It's unrealistic. The part about the periods is somewhat realistic in the sense of not being told what a period is and you think that you're dying. It's scary shit for a woman. They tried to modernize this film, and I get why they did it. It was because they wanted people to relate to it with the bullying, but I feel they focused more on what aspect than focusing on Carrie with her powers. Which, speaking of, Carrie never raised a fucking hand to kill anyone.
Nope.
And Madi also said that she just used her stare. In this film, they make her use her hands, like she's in fucking Star Wars. Which honestly, I'd rather have. Which honestly, I'd rather have to be honest, the sequels than watch this shit again. She also never screamed when she used her powers. That's what that's what made people fear her. She was silent and deadly with her stare. This movie tried so hard to be scary with shitty effects, and it failed terribly. That is Madi, and I'm gonna get to Julian now. All right. Julian says he will rate this at 2 out of 10. His issue that he has with the movie is the casting choice of Carrie. She does not fit that horror character at all, and the writing is absolutely awful. And I'm gonna give my rating how about a 1 out of 10? I mean, there are some parts that were okay, I guess, but the majority of this film was just awful.
Exactly. Jaden.
I'm gonna give this movie a 1.5 out of 10. I mean, the people who died, they deserved it, so I feel bad.
Josh, where'd you get this?
You're muted. Hey, dumbass, you're muted.
Dumb bitch, you're muted.
Unmute your mic.
Alright, as I was about to say, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10 because this movie sucked. It was basically they didn't tell the story right, and they picked the wrong choice for Carrie. Didn't the actress didn't fit the character perfectly and didn't really play it at her. It wasn't right for her. We'll leave it at that. So 2 out of 10.
Okay. This is regular. Alright, shut up. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it 2.5. Here's the reason why. We're gonna give it a 2.5 out of 10. Originally, I gave this a 4, but I'm gonna go with 2.5 for a reason. And hey, I know you look at me weird, but what reason why I give this again? Madi is right. The original Carrie, was screaming, and this Carrie doesn't really fit it. It's again, the original Carrie is actually, the real Carrie. This one again was Hollywood, pretty, and modernized. And again, the writing in this one, the production, that one was awful. The issue I had is the casting, like Julian said, and how much of the original, it sucked from what they made. It's just more Hollywood. That's what it is. Exactly what she said. And
Yeah.
and that's why, again, I don't recommend this one. The original one's a hell of a lot better. I give that movie an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 for me is because, again, that's step 4. Specific scenes in the movie I'm not very comfortable with. And same thing with this one. I'm not comfortable again with the bullying, the birth that that happened, and all that such. And with that being said, this movie is a shithole, and I would not recommend this movie for anyone to watch. If you'd rather watch it for your torture, like Madi did to me, and then go ahead. It's my grave mistake. Wink, wink. All right. Now going on to outros. I'll let Jason start up first.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Cinematic Analysis, where we reviewed Carrie 2013. We hope you all enjoyed, and as confirmed by the group here, for the summer we will be changing days. So expect Cinematic Analysis to be filmed on Mondays only for the summer. So expect a change in days. So thank you for watching. And next one, AJ unfortunately picked Cat in the Hat. So expect that movie to be reviewed as we continue Bad Movies Month.
I'm gonna have PTSD again.
I'm gonna freaking beat the shit out of something.
Hey AJ, if you're watching this, comment below why you picked that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna held you hostage if you don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to.
Josh
I'm gonna go third. I'll let Josh end it off, but I'll let Jaden go next.
Alright. Cool.
Jaden, it's time for outros.
Outros. Addison.
It's outros.
Alright, shit. Well, thank you guys for watching this movie. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Cinematic Analysis. If you made it this far of us talking about the shitty movie.
Hey.
And make sure you guys check me out on YouTube and Instagram. That's in the description below. And follow me on TikTok at Jaden314.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go next. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making this far in this episode. If you didn't make it this far of the shit episode of this shitty movie that we did, unfortunately. And I don't recommend this. And again, as Maddie said, you can just hear thoughts, and that's my personal thoughts about this one as well. We can read minds. With that being said, for the Monstcast, System of Down Toxicity Part 2 is happening. So expect a deep episode with that one. Check out our recent episode, Motions and Whites, Scoring at the End of the World, with me, Jason, and Jaden, and myself. But reviewed this one. My words slipped up. But reviewed this. I cried, and you should check it out. That album's, pun intended, masterpiece. And with that being said, for Crash and Burn, the next one is Money in the Bank 2018 and Extreme Rule 2019. And that's all I'm gonna say. Follow my Instagram because that's 100336. I'm gonna say follow my TikTok because _ Rainmaker. I'm gonna try to post a little bit often. And so I gotta say, Josh, you end this off.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Cinematic Analysis Podcast, where we reviewed the 2013 remake, or you just want to call it Carrie 20, whatever you want to call it, Carrie remake.
Fuck this
I'd rather not.
Anyways, stay tuned for our next episode, which AJ picked the Cat in the Hat movie. I don't know why, but you have to ask AJ that. So ask in the comments. Anyways, follow me on my social medias. They're in the description. Follow me on TikTok, Josh's Toy Show NYC. I'm gonna try to post a little more as well because I usually post on TikTok sometimes, but I haven't been frequent with it, so I'm gonna try to post some cool content. Check out my recent one that
Rose danger.
I know. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for all 3 podcasts when new episodes drop, and peace out.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is me. That's Carrie right over here with me. That is Josh. That is Jason. And that is Jaden. We will see you, unfortunately, for Cat in the Hat. So expect me to go batshit crazy.
Me too.
All right.
Peace.